Hi, my name is Katie Fulfer and I am president of PSAC Local 610, and I'm here with
Jonathan Giles, Community Alliance Chair of the same union.
And Eileen Winnikers, who is a member of our Bargaining Mobilization Committee, is also here and will be joining us in a minute. We wanted to do a brief kind of review of some of the things that came up when we attended the class Solidarity Tour on July 17th. So there were two events, a public talk, which all three of us attended, and then a workshop earlier in the morning, which I did not attend, but Eileen and John did attend. So we wanted to share with you some of our main impressions of the talk and the workshop and what we think is beneficial about the points raised for our local and our union. So the biggest thing that stood out to me was the great respect for student democracy, and particularly participatory democracy. So trade unions, and ours is no exception, are representative democracies. At the local level, there's a lot more opportunity given the right kind of leadership for participatory democracy, but not at the higher levels. When we go to Ontario Convention, we only get, our local gets 10 or 11 seats, and at National Convention we get 4 or 5 seats, and the members have no way to participate directly in the decisions of the big union. I mean, those are decisions like the budget and policy decisions and political action campaigns. And so what I really thought was so amazing about the student strike in Quebec is that every single student gets to have a voice in making these kinds of decisions.
Okay, yes, and the main thing that I noticed about the talk was that they really emphasized that the role of the media, so the mainstream media, the primetime media, was fairly minimal in the building of their movement, and that the type of coverage that they got wasn't really a main factor in what kind of caused them to spread. So the amount of effort that they talked about that went in maybe a year beforehand or even 2 years beforehand, such as just being on the ground and talking to people on campuses and talking to people around the cities about what they felt and if they'd like to get involved, seemed to be the main conduit through which information was passed. And the main kind of line that that stuck with me was one of the organizers said that you can't organize mobilization on Facebook. So yeah, I think that that's something we should really take home, is that, you know, the media, it may have a degree of influence on others' ideas about what's going on, but it's not essential to the building of the grassroots movement itself.
I'm glad you mentioned the length of preparation time, because the organizers who were with us talked about what a enduring thing that this organization of the student strike has been in mobilizing people around tuition hikes, which is not something I think we appreciate in the wildfire kind of way in which these things take off. So thank you. Stay tuned, and Eileen will be with us in just a few seconds.